Good morning students, welcome to the online classes of Triveni Memorial Senior Secondary School. Today we are going to start the first unit of our, seventh unit of our class 7. Okay, and it's our first section. The name of the section is the Master of Tea Ceremony. We are going to get through the chapter. I'll be summarizing to the chapter. So long ago in Japan there was a Master of Tea Ceremony, the master who made tea. And he practiced his art. He made tea in the palace of Lord Tosa. Okay. One day Lord Tosa was invited to Shogun in the city of Yedo. So these are the places. Okay. He brought with him not only his warriors but also the tea master. He wanted Shogun to enjoy the tea master's great art of making the tea. The custom of the Shogun was that every man who entered the palace should wear the warrior's dress, samurai warrior's dress. Okay, when the tea master arrived at Lord Tosa and tourist, he too began to wear the two crossed swords of a samurai. Although he had never been worn a sword in his life, but because it was the custom, it was the ritual there in the Yedo, in the Shogun city, he had to do that. Okay, on many occasions in the next few days, Lord Tosa asked his tea master to perform the tea ceremony, and the tea master became the favorite of every person over there. After a few days, tea master was given leave to spend a few hours in the market, in the city, in the streets of the city. He was delighted to leave the palace and was watching the markets over there. When it was time for him to return back to the palace, the tea master began to walk back the way he had came. He came to a bridge and began to cross it. Coming towards him on the bridge was a large, mean-looking man, not a good man basically. Okay, this person was a large, mean-looking man. This person was a Ronin, or basically a guard. Okay, mean-looking man, Ronin, a freelance mercenary who roamed countryside, sometimes serving an honest cause, but more usually making trouble for law-abiding people. Ronin was in an ugly mood. He was not happy at that time. As he passed the tea master, he jostled him so that he fell to the ground. Okay, so Ronin just pushed him so that this tea master would fall. When the tea master stood up and tried to walk away, the Ronin stopped him and said, "How dare you push me and knock me around?" He was trying to start the argument, start the fight now. "Pardon me," tea master said politely, "but I believe that you knocked against me and I was the one who fell." "Are you calling me a liar now?" Ronin was angry. The big man shouted, "Come on, take out your sword and let's settle this one with the help of the fight." Okay, right here, right now. Now the tea master says, "I'm afraid I can't oblige you with the fight. You see, I'm not really a samurai. I practice tea ceremony for Lord Tosa. I'm wearing these garments and swords because my lord is visiting the shogun and I must dress like a warrior to enter the palace. So I had to wear this dress. I've never had a sword in my life." "So you say," sneered the Ronin, "and what I say is that you are nothing but a coward?" Now Ronin says that you are a coward if you cannot fight. The tea master had no wish to bring dishonor to his lord. He stood before the Ronin, his mind racing and his heart pounding. Now he was really feeling afraid, but he also didn't want his master, his lord, to be dishonored. Okay. All of a sudden he had an idea. He remembered that on his Minda through Yedo, he had passed an academy of sword fighting. He remembered that he had just passed a sword fighting academy. So what he said, he thought to himself, "I'll return to that academy and learn at least how to hold the sword properly. Then when he kills me, I will not die in a shameful manner." So he thought that he should at least learn how to hold the sword. He spoke to the Ronin that I'll fight you, but before I do so, grant me 2 hours to complete a certain errand. I'll complete that work and return to you. I promise to meet you back here on the bridge and settle our dispute with swords. Okay. The mercenary said, "See that you return in 2 hours, okay? Or all of Yedo will know of your disgrace. Every person in Yedo will know what you did." The tea master hurried down the street to the door on the sword fighting academy. And as quickly as he could, the tea master described his dilemma, his problem to the main person out there, the sword master. Now the sword master said, I understand, but before I teach you my art, would you be so kind to show me yours? Would you prepare a tea for me, please? The tea master knew that this would be his last chance to practice his art. With a great effort, he started beginning the tea. Okay, preparing the tea. He assembled the elements and utensils of the tea ceremony: the tea, the water, the whisk, the clay vessel, the brazier. Then he prepared himself. When all was ready, with a peaceful spirit, he was able to serve the tea to the sword master. Now, basically, he prepared the tea for the sword master. The sword master observed the tea master carefully, and after he had sipped from the bowl of tea, he said, I see now that you are already a great master. There is nothing to teach you. Okay, you already know everything necessary for your combat. Let me just make one suggestion. When you return to the bridge to fight against Ronin, approach your enemy as if he was your good friend. Okay, go to him as if he is your most honored guest in the ceremony. When you arrive, be sure to greet him politely and thank him for waiting for you. You just need to show your calmness basically. Face your opponent. Grasp your sword by the hilt. Draw it and hold above your head. Announce your readiness for his attack. Then close your eyes. Okay. When you hear his battle cry, bring your sword down with all your strength. So hold it above your head, and when you listen the cry from Ronin, just bring your sword down with complete strength. If you do so exactly as I said, I assure you that all will be as you desire. Whatever you want will be done. Farewell and have a good day. The tea master was puzzled by the strange advice, but still it was an advice by the sword master. The tea master stood there for a long time, but the Ronin's cry for attack never came. Okay. The tea master was holding the sword above his head, but Ronin never tried to attack him. Finally, the little man opened his eyes. Tea master opened his eyes. Finally, he saw an astonishing sight. The Ronin sword lay on the ground in front of him. The mercenary soldier was backing away from him. His eyes were full of terror and confusion. He was terrified by the look of the tea master now. When the Ronin had looked at the face of the tea master standing quietly in front of him, he had lost his nerve. He was unable to understand what should he do. He did not know how to fight an enemy who showed no fear. He did not know how to attack a man who stood peacefully, eyes closed, sword held without a quiver high above his head, waiting to serve not he but his whole body. He was ready to die without any fear. So the Ronin was afraid. He had not met any person before. He threw his sword down and ran away. The tea master picked up his things and returned to the shogun's palace. Before leaving Edo, he visited his friend at the sword fighting academy. He served the sword master tea, told him the story, and the sword master smiled at him. So that was a great story. It was written by Dan Yashinsky. I hope you liked the story. Before leaving, like the video, share our channel, subscribe to our channel, share the video too. Okay. I promise to meet you in the next video. Till then, take care. Have a nice day.